What we should not forget is that South Africa's foreign policy is very fiercely independent. So if we find areas where we think we should say even to our closest partners, we shouldn't be doing things this way, we say so. We don't always agree, but we focus on areas where there is cooperation. Every country has its own ways of implementing foreign policy, but they know, I mean, President Obama says so himself, every time I sit in meetings where he's meeting with President Zuma, that because we are friends, it doesn't mean we agree on everything all the time. But we look at the bigger picture, and we believe that which we have is a sustainable relationship. We roll out red carpets to all our important visitors, and like I said earlier on, we are quite honored that President Obama has accepted President Zuma's invitation, and we think this is a historic visit as we consolidate our African agenda and receiving the first Black American president to South Africa. Secondly, to say, we are saying to the Americans, be it the administration or Congress, that we are one of the few countries in our continent that can export value-added and beneficiated products to the US. So if they say you are a middle-income country and we are cutting you off, it means they'll remain with majority countries that just sell commodities, going back to where we were. We think for this relationship to be sustained, it should be that they celebrate the fact that African countries now can have a means to do value add, to industrialize, to also sell, beneficiated products to America. We think this is not the right time. We can't stop them. We are a democratic country. We are saying if there are demonstrations for one thing or the other, they should be peaceful. They should follow our democratic norms so that we make a difference. I saw President Obama in Israel a few months ago, where he was addressing the youth in the hall, and there were some demonstrators. And I remember, and I can quote him vividly, that he said he would have been surprised in a democratic setting that all who were in the hall are those who were going to agree with him. As long as it's done decently, it's not that where you go, everybody will agree with you. The larger majority of South Africans are welcoming President Obama. Even those, one thing I can say I would love to see happening over the weekend is that even that there would have been demonstrations, that they be peaceful, that they be orderly, so that whatever message they're trying to send should be done through the norms that we know. So our preoccupation at the moment is that he should have the most enjoyable and memorable time in South Africa, that we also would get space to discuss very critical issues that help enhance our political, economic, and trade ties, but issues that would also be helping us to advance the African agenda, that of peace, security, and development, of an Africa that is peace with itself, as we have just concluded the 50th anniversary of the OAU.